How we doing, Fit Rankers? Sgt Rians here. Today we're going to be doing a level 5 workout. So for your warm-up, what I want you doing is doing a 1 mile run, but in that 1 mile, I want you doing a 30-yard sprint and then walking for 5 minutes, another 30-yard sprint, walk for 5 minutes, and I want you guys doing that for 1 minute. That's your warm-up. Once you're done with your warm-up, let's roll right into this workout. All right, so circuit 1, first exercise. We're going to be doing pull-ups with a super band. Now, all these exercises for level 5 are 1 minute on, so 1 minute during the exercise, 10-second break, so that's going to give you just enough time to go straight from this exercise right to the next one. All right, very little rest now. So, with your pull-ups with the super band, I've got my portable pull-up bar set here. Got the super band here. All we're doing with this super band is just pulling it through itself to get it all set. So you got the super band, wrap it up, pull it through all the way up to the top, and then you are set. All right, so with this pull-up and the super band, all right, so if you, whatever size super band you may have, okay, run with that. This is a 2-inch super band. So pull straight down, put your knee in the band. Now I'm going about halfway down my shin to make sure that it's not on the tip here and it's going to shoot off. All right, so be careful with that. Make sure it's about halfway down that shin and keep this knee down as you go through the pull-up. Now from there, you can grip with your palms facing out, or you can grip with your palms facing you. Just matters on, you're gonna get a little bit more bicep work if your palms are facing you. If your palms are facing out, it's gonna be a lot more back work. All right, so with that, all we're gonna be doing from here, keeping this knee down, grip onto that bar, and pull. Chin over the bar, all the way back down. Pull, chin over the bar, all the way back down. All right. So let me get this bar out of the way, and then we're going straight into the stability ball pikes. All right, guys, now that I got that pull-up bar out of the way, let's jump right into the stability ball pikes. Now again, with this here, 1 minute on, 10-second break, so we're rolling straight into it. So with this, all we're gonna do, get our little ways back, or we just roll straight out on this ball here until we're about at shin level. Don't want to have it too far back here. About shin level, my hands directly below my shoulders. Good supportive position. Stomach is tight. Okay, everything is nice and solid. From here, I'm going to keep my toes pointed back. From there, I'm going to lift my hips and try to get my hips straight up in the air. Straight up, and then roll straight back out. I'm not letting my hips drop down. Nice, tight core. Stomach is tight. Hips are tight. Everything is tight. From there, bring it right back in, hips up high as they can go, and then right back out. Stable position, and then continue. So you've got that. 1 minute, 10-second break, and then we're going right into the dips with your feet elevated. All right, guys, just finished up those stability ball pikes. Now we're going into dips with our feet elevated. If you've got boxes, if you have 2 chairs, doesn't really matter what you have as long as you've got something to put your hands on and then something to put your feet up on. So with this, I'm just using 2 different size boxes. So from there, I'm going to get my hands right on the edge of this box. I'm going to make sure my hips stay back. I don't want to be pushing my hips too far forward and put a lot of strain on those shoulders. So hips are here, feet are elevated. I'm going to keep a small bend on my knees. I'm not going to have them too bent, just very small bend. From there, I'm going to drop straight down, drop hips, drive back up. Okay, use my triceps here. Dropping down, breathe out here as you come back up. And now I'm going to focus on dropping my hips straight down, bring them straight back up. I'm not going to start rocking forward, okay, and using those shoulder joint. Okay, I'm using back of my arms, use my triceps, drop down, right back up. All right, so with those, again, you've got your 1 minute on. You got 10-second break, then we're going into our clapping push-ups. All right, here we go. Last exercise in circuit 1, clapping push-ups. Now, if you're advanced enough by now to do them off your toes, please do. If you're still working on getting those clapping push-ups, then you go ahead and do them off your knees. That's fine. So I'm going to show you doing them off my toes. So, good push-up position. All right, just like so. Stomach is tight, hips are neutral, and from here, all I'm going to do is go down, regular push-up, and I'm going to drive hard from here, up, clap, right back down. Now, make sure you're using that explosive strength to get you up off the ground, hitting those hands together, right back out to where they were. You see a lot of times people push up, clap, and then land with their hands real close together, have to work them back out. Trying not to do that, all right? So wherever your hands are starting off, that's where we want them to end back up. So from here, down, drive hard, up, right back down. Now, when I land, I'm not landing with stiff elbows. I'm landing and going straight back down into the push-up, okay? So I'm going to show you 5 here. So up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right? So just like that, again, doing them for 1 minute. If you can do 1 minute of them, great. If you've got to take a break in between there, take a short break. Try to get right back up and to them. So from there, once you're done with those, you got a 30-second break. Take your 30 seconds, then we're rolling on to circuit number 2. All right, guys, your first exercise for circuit 2 is box jumps. Whatever size box you may have, I'm going to use a 24-inch box today. But if you have a 12-inch, an 18-inch box, that's fine. Do whatever you're comfortable with. Again, we're doing jumps for a minute, so make sure it's a box that you know you can handle doing jumps for 1 minute straight. So with your plyo box, making sure standing right in front of it. I'm not going to want to be too close. I'm not going to want to be too far away. All right, so right here, just going to give me enough room to jump, make sure my toes clear the edge of this, and then landing. So from here, squatting down, driving up, jump, and land. Now when you're landing, try to land as soft as possible. Try to make the least amount of noise as you can. So when you're coming up, you're going to flex those quads and land real nice and soft. From there, all I want you to do is step back down. Don't worry about jumping back down, just step. So just like so, up, step back down. All right, jump again, use those arms for momentum, jump, land soft, right back down. All right, so you got those plyo boxes for 1 minute, 10-second break, go right on to those deadlifts. All right, guys, so with these kettlebell deadlifts, however much weight you may have, or if you don't have kettlebells and you have a straight bar and just want to throw some plates on there, you know, please do. Or if you have just dumbbells, whatever weight you may have, you can do it with kettlebells, dumbbells, or a regular barbell. Whatever you may have, go ahead and do it with that. So with your deadlifts, real big thing here, small bend in those knees, and again, we're hinging from the waist, making sure that back is completely flat. No rounding whatsoever, otherwise you're going to injure your back. We do not want that. So the way I'm going to pick these weights up, again, small bend in my knees, hinge from the waist, keeping my back as flat as I can, grabbing onto these weights here, and I'm going to keep my back flat. I'm going to use my hamstrings and glutes and low back muscles to pop up, get a good glute squeeze at the top. Okay, same thing, small bend, and we're going right back down. So here we go, grabbing onto those kettlebells, dumbbells, whatever you may have. From there, lift, right up to the top, okay? Good squeeze in those glutes and hamstrings, breathing out, right back down. Down, tap the floor, up, just like that. Small bend, here we go, up, right back down. All right, again, big thing, keep that back flat, really exhale. When you're coming up, the hard part of the exercise, make sure you're exhaling. Once you get to the top, good squeeze in those glutes, hammies, everything straight, locked out, nice and tight. All right, so you got that 1 minute, 10-second break, and then we're going on to the kettlebell alternating swing. So since I already have this kettlebell out in front, we're just going to use this for the alternating swing. So with your alternating swing, Go ahead and line that kettlebell up in front of you, slightly out in front here. It's almost the same positioning for that deadlift. Okay, again, we're having a small bend in those knees, hinging from the waist. It's not a squat. Hinging from the waist, having that weight kick back, bring it straight up, exchange hands at the top, right back down. Now that free hand is just kicking straight back, up, grab, hand, straight back. Make sure that hand doesn't end up here and slowing that momentum down. We don't want that. Hand out, boom, okay? Let your body get that momentum, swinging down, and then generating that power to come back up. All the power here is coming from the hips, glutes, hammies, down, bringing it back up. So here we go. Gonna reach out, tilt that kettlebell back toward me, hands out to the side, gonna swing it back, and up, and up, and up. And there you go. There's your kettlebell alternating swing. All right, so 1 minute on, 10-second break, and then we're going straight on to the kettlebell low windmill. All right, so with this low windmill, so with your feet, you're going to tilt them either left or right, whichever way you're starting with. So I'm going to tilt mine left. All right, about now 30 degrees or so, both feet. 30 degrees pointing to my left right now. So with the kettlebell, I'm going to place it right by my far left foot. From here, I'm going to have my hand up in the air. I'm going to drive my hips backwards as I go down to grab this kettlebell. I'm not bending my knees to reach down to get it. I'm shifting my hips backwards here. Reach down, grabbing that kettlebell. I'm going to keep my eyes on my hand that's up in the air. From here, I'm going to breathe out, okay? Using my obliques and muscles here to lift, straight up, and then right back down. Nice and easy. Tap the floor, keeping this arm up straight. Breathe out as you come up. Right back down. Tap the floor. Good. Right back down. And good. So, with this one here, what I want you doing, 1 minute on your left side, and on your second time around, I want you doing a minute on your other side. All right, so that's one thing I did not mention on the first circuit, is that I want you doing circuit 1 2 times, okay? When you get to circuit number 2, I want you doing all that. Box jumps, deadlifts, kettlebell alternating swing, kettlebell low windmill, twice. So the only one that you're gonna be switching up on is that low windmill. So minute on left side, next time around, minute on that right side. All right, so again, all these exercises, 1 minute on, 10-second break. All right, FitRanX, we'll see you next time.